Hi everybody, it's Paralympian Jake Templeton here from Australia, and in this week's episode of my series, Exercise Progressions, I'll be taking a look at the squat. So seated on a chair, the first exercise is simply standing up and then lowering back down, making sure you sit on the edge of the chair. Now, this will fire all of the muscles up that are required when you add load to a squat, but many people don't know where to start. They start with a bar, they start with lots of weight, and they have poor technique and don't really know where to go from there. So start with these basic movements. Obviously, you might be ahead of this at the moment, but if not, these are a great way to start and train the muscles for when you add more load or make a bit of more of a complex shift in movement. So the second movement is a simple squat, and the third one, we start to add a little bit of load. So as you'll see, I have blocks, or in my case, books, just to show that you can use anything around the house. I know many people do their workouts at home, but this helps with my poor dorsiflexion ability or mobility in my ankles. Now, this certainly isn't to say that I don't work on my ankle mobility, because I do. It's of equal importance. But with all of these exercises, you do want the knees to track over the toes. So you don't want the knees to go excessively past the toes, but the line of movement should be over the toes. Now, with the squat, the aim is to get to about 90 degrees. Now, as you'll see here with my squat jumps, I'm not quite getting down to 90 degrees. But with the previous exercises, we do want to aim for that 90 degrees, and you should feel this in your butt, perhaps in your lower back a little. Now, people think that you should never feel anything in your lower back. Obviously you will, because you're using your lower back and your quads, which is the front of your thighs. Now, this is another variation of the squat jump where it's almost continuous. You'll feel a leg burn. This is very specific for swimming, where you need to be quite powerful, and you will feel a lot of fatigue in the legs as you progress along your swimming workout. Now, this next progression is an overhead squat. Now, at home, many people don't have a bar, but you can still get the variations of squat, just like in the gym: front squat, back squat, overhead squat. But remember to try and keep that back alignment where you're not hunching over too far forwards. You want your back to stay relatively upright. And with this final progression, the single leg squat, I've got that book or that block there once again to try and get that range, but also be very careful of your knee and your back health as you progress along these progressions. For more, head to my website, www.jakebtempleton.com. Thanks very much.